Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our 5th Challenger Series Blue Cup of June. My name is Counterfeit, joined by Dealers today for our ESL competition. Dealers, how has your day and, I guess, evening been so far?
Oh, it's been good, Counterfeit. I've been able to spend most of it with you. So, obviously, that is always a good day.
Oh, news to me, but okay. Let's go and have a look and see who is on the menu today. In our number 1 seeded position, it will be Mexico's Score Gaming. They get by through to the quarterfinal rounds. Below them, Unretired and Great Clan will clash, the winner of which will then go on to face Score Gaming. It looks like we may have had a last-second dropout from Tsunami from Japan, because Engrave Our Memory, who were otherwise going to face them in the quarterfinals, are straight through to the semis, so we've got a very distinct journey from here to there. But what about the bottom half of the bracket, Deedless?
Well, on the bottom half of the bracket, Counterfeit, we do have a lot of teams as well. Into the Wild versus Raptors. They will be matching up in the first quarterfinal in the low half. Raptors coming in from Canada, I believe. And Into the Wild from Japan. Below them, Nike MX and Zodiacs family will be matching up in the lower quarterfinal. Or in the lowest quarterfinal, one would say. And they are both coming in from Japan as well. So a lot of Japanese squads already playing in this tournament.
So we're going to kick things off with our first feature match of the day, being Unretired versus Great Clan. The first match that we talked about will be the first match that we'll see. We, of course, won't be able to show you every single match today, but we'll try and make sure that we get you guys the top quality ones from each round. Do let us know, of course, if there's any particular games that you're interested in, and we'll do our best to show them on stream as they arrive. For now, though, let's head to our first lobby of the day. And while we're here, let's take a little look through the Unretired and Great Clan team entries. It looks like for Unretired, they've had a bit of a tough time with things recently. And they'll be playing over in the red to start with. For Great Clan, though, I believe they've had a little bit more success. While they haven't had any tournament wins recently, they have been able to get through at least a few rounds before suffering a terrible fate.
That is true, Counterfeit. But you must say that for Great Clan, they have had a nice and glorious past. Though in our Blue Finals of April, they got the 2nd place. So it's not like they are not looking too bad here as of recently. 2nd place in Blue Cup. Sorry, the 4th Blue Cup in June as well. So they certainly are coming in with some momentum to work with.
Let's head out onto the battlefield for our first official ESL game of the day. Dealers, listen. Do you hear upon the wind? It's the sound of battle, my friend. It's coming. It's coming for us all.
Surprise Pikachu face.
That wasn't even a movie cry, I just made that one up.
Well,
Alright.
Anyway, Counterfeit. So the Unretired squad, the team coming out from retirement, we believe, are taking on Great Clan. And now I must obviously say that I do not know if Unretired they have ever been retired, but I think that's what the word means.
Oh, for sure.
And Ron right here just immediately moves in and takes down Fee of the Elderly. I don't think that is very nice of him.
Well, maybe they should have stayed retired. But you're correct. That's the correct usage of the term unretired. It's someone who is retired, who has ceased to be retired, usually by their choice. It's also slang. Retiring someone is slang for killing them. So it works in a couple of different ways.
Well, you know what, Counterfeit? I think it's very fitting to see Great Clan just take down Unretired so heavily here in this game. Definitely giving themselves a big lead. While I have fireworks going off in the background. So I can hear all the explosions in real life as well.
Oh man, this broadcast now in 4D. Great Clan basically being carried entirely by this absolutely ludicrous performance from Rum. And they know what they say, Deedless. Death rode in on a white horse. In this case, it's a white 7-inch shotgun and a little shield to hide behind.
Well, you know what, kind of it. Rum was enough to keep the pirates going. Apparently, Rum is also enough to keep the Great Clan from Italy going. I don't think we had any pirates from Italy, but we do have Rum, and Rum is deadly as a pirate.
That's a good question. I don't know what the Italian pirate situation was back in the day when the pirates ruled the waves. Certainly Great Clan and the Italian Stallions doing a pretty fantastic job of making a case for, if there weren't any Italian pirates, perhaps these guys would have done a good job of it.
Unretired, finally getting past 10 kills, while Great Clan, they are advancing on to 30. Rum and the rest of Great Clan are looking unstoppable right now, and look at how they're moving. They're moving together as a unit. Always 3 or more people together. So these guys, they make sure to stick together, and it means that Unretired, whenever they meet up with Great Clan, they will just be going down because they have a man disadvantage.
It's a tough look for our guys from Unretired. The team headed up by Dulzy, who I don't know is actually currently on the battlefield. It's down to Beats, Crispy, and Me Sweet. None of which are actually amongst the leadership structure of the squad. Dulzy, team owner, Member, and Pato, the team captains and managers. Unretired, I think, a little lost at sea at the moment. And Great Rum, I don't think I've seen a player pull off a 19-2 record in recent memory, but hey, Rum's shown us how it's done.
Yeah, well, Rum certainly puts in the work for their team to make sure that they can play hard and that they can become a great clan here in this tournament. But now, obviously, it is only a best of 3, so you need to keep up this temperature that they are showing, and they need to keep it hot and warm, or else they could just fall prey to a reverse sweep.
And don't forget, of course, as well, as much as the Great Clan are looking very good here, this is merely the first of a potential 4 matches they'll be playing here tonight. The next round for whichever team wins out this series will be our #1 seed Score Gaming, who are, if we're talking about teams who've found success, they have certainly had a lot recently. But I don't know if any team will put on quite as sound a thrashing as Great Clan have dished out here. DJ Pandora, yes, Unretired absolutely getting destroyed in that one. I think we were kind of expecting this to be a lot closer than it was, because, as you said, historically, these guys aren't a million miles away from each other, but Unretired just didn't show up at all.
No, they certainly didn't, kind of it, and they still have 2 chances at making this come back into their favor. They have the next game that they need to win, but then they can also win the following game after that. But with the performance that Rum and the rest of Great Clan they put out, I think it's very unlikely that they can do it.
Alright guys, well, you've heard the fireworks. Certainly we're going to be having the Unretired team seeing some stars. Our next ESL game will be coming up shortly, but I'll tell you what, just for the first time around, we're going to get you guys into a community game to get us started off. Let me just change across the platform because we were on a PC before. So normally we'll do this just between, oh, that's the right one. There we go. Between the series, but just for the first game, we'll do a special for you guys. So, if you use the passkey ESL123, if you have a loadout of tier 7 and below, then you can come and join us live on stream. You have to be on iOS, but apart from that, it's all good. There'll be a global chat invite. There will be, of course, the passkey, which you'll be able to find from pretty much anywhere. Let's see. DJ Pandora, you're here to support the Japanese teams? Well, you're in a good company. I think we've got a decent amount of Japanese teams here today. So we started out with...
Sorry, I believe we do have 4 Japanese squads left, and we started with 5.
Yeah, man. I really hope one day, D-List, that we do a Japanese, a Japanese tour. The Japanese players, honestly, some really fantastic teams. Apparently this is turned into, whichever team EOM is, into a scrim for them. Oh, it's Engrave on Memory, of course. So this is a team that made it through to the semi-finals already because Tsunami weren't able to attend. So it looks like they've chosen this opportunity to come and play for you guys on the stream. We'll throw out one more invite, but when we're done, we'll get this started. And when we return, we'll be picking things up with our ESL competition once more. On to the streets we travel, our bags in hand, our guns heavy in our hands. For Unretired, a single chance remains. Great Clan, looking pretty pleased with themselves.
Well, you know what, Great Clan, they looked unstoppable in game number 1. Well, I think unstoppable might be an underestimation. They look like an immovable object. They look like a freight train, just moving forward with 10,000 miles in an hour, if that is even possible. Perhaps they moved faster than the light can move, kind of it.
Certainly it was hard to see where the pain train began and ended for Unretired, but now onto the streets. Things are looking a little bit different as this first minute. Very, very even, crispy in the mix of things, doing a real nice job of locking down some kills with their Rager pistol, and actually the strongest individual performance from anyone in this opening salvo.
That is certainly true, and now Unretired, I like what they're doing. They're grouping up as a team. We saw Great Clan do that in game number 1. So now they're taking the fight to Great Clan and giving them some of their own medicine. But oh my god! Rum comes in, finds 1 kill alongside the rest of Great Clan, and suddenly it's an even game right here.
Oh boy, that's going to be a bit disheartening for Unretired. They're playing that one out so well, but now Great Clan have blown this game open. Subway with a nice drop down kill there, while Pato for Unretired tries to recover, perhaps looking to bring Unretired into that defensive position on the far left of the map. So before we saw Rum was an extremely strong player, but Frank we have seen do some pretty heavy lifting for the Great Clan as well. Rum's going to be, of course, looking to lock down a lot of kills as the case for the Commander being pretty strong is starting to become more compelling with each passing tournament.
Well, you're definitely right. And right now, Frank just swapping over to that Commander as well. Not starting out with it, but picking one of them up from one of the dead here on the streets. But 2 Commanders on the side of Unretired, so obviously there's plenty of options to do that with Great Clan just slaying Unretired time and time again.
Unretired's early game looked pretty good, but as time goes on, the momentum of Great Clan is telling. They are going to be more than doubling the Unretired squad's kills as, again, Great Clan just snowballed their game wildly out of control.
They certainly did, and even though Unretired, they had a good start to this game, Great Clan, they came out and just smashed the opposition. They're not stopping. Rum and Frank looking like 2 guys who could absolutely just take on a 5-man squad, I think, and still win.
Great Clan are winning out that last trade, I believe. A bit of a, well, I would otherwise call it a Pyrrhic victory if Great Clan weren't miles and miles ahead. They're very happy to get into a straight up brawl with the Unretired team as Subway picks off the flank on Me Sweet. I think Unretired's stay in the tournament is going to be all too brief.
Yeah, I think this is already over, Counterfeit. 3 more kills for Great Clan, and they will have done it. Unretired, they still need 22 kills. Now make that 20, but still not like they have a chance at making that comeback. Great Clan, they will win. They will move in to the upper quarterfinal where they will meet up against Score Gaming. And with the way that they are playing on the Great Clan, I do not believe that Score Gaming should have a chance at all.
It certainly is a pretty frightening proposition if you're on Score Gaming based on what we've seen from Great Clan, but we've still, well, yeah, we'll still see. Score Gaming, they've been around for a while. They've perhaps faced more terrifying teams. We shall see. Certainly, if Great Clan can win their next match, they take over as the heirs apparent to the throne. But we'll see. For now, though, guys, we want to get you back onto stream once again. So if you can use the passkey ESL123, we shall have you front and center. Pose OP, welcome back to stream, Lolly Gaming, and Maxwell. Always good to see you. Hero Gaming, Simon, of course. Our stream is all the warmer for your attendance. I don't think we actually said as of yet, but running things behind the scenes will be Big Gorilla getting helped out by Danny W. So if you see those guys around, please do say hi to them. They're working very hard to make sure that this tournament happens at all.
Well, Counterfeit, which, oh, is it going to be a team battle? I thought we should maybe do like a capture the flag. At least it was popular on the PC platform.
That's true. Well, tell you what, we'll give that a try for next one. I think because capture the flag does need quite a lot of people, so we'll see if we're getting a lot of people playing. I mean, I think Engrave on Memory are kind of inflating our numbers a bit here because they are waiting for that quarterfinal we've been talking about, Score Gaming versus Great Clan, to complete before they've actually got a game to play. So that's why these EOM players are coming in and joining these games, just to make sure that once that opportunity comes to play for a place in the grand finals, that they are more than warmed up. Let's get all of these guys added up if I haven't already. Also, if any of you guys haven't already seen, Dulzy is putting out regular podcasts on the MC5 channels, but lots of different stuff. There's things about different kinds of maps, and especially tips for new players as well. Really good stuff if you're just getting into MC5. And there's also things for people who are more experienced as well. But now though, guys, we're going to get this game started. And when we return, we should have another round of ESL competition for you. Hi guys, I don't know what quite happened there, but let's get the game set up again. Right, ESL 1, 2, 3. I don't know if, because I stepped away for a second, hoping the game would carry on, but I don't know if I just messed something up. Alright, let's give it another go.
Did you destroy MC5 counterfeit?
I did. I was the bug inside of the system the whole time.
Of course you did. It's always you, man.
It has always been me. I knew it. Wait. Right. So let's see if we can find some more friends who will hopefully be able to stay in the game. Hey, Lefufo over on Twitch. Good to see ya, good to see ya. Usama Mahfood. I do appreciate a person who makes good use of emojis. There we go, that's the EOM guys back in. I don't know what happened last time. Oh gosh! Hero Gaming Simon has maxed out the spoof meter. Now, Tombo, welcome. What's the matter, Deedless? Have you been assailed by spoops?
The spooky meter.
Spoopometer?
No.
I rate this stream 5 spoops out of 6. Assailed my food? I'm doing good. Deedless, how are you doing? I'm gonna pass it on.
Well, you know, I'm doing fine as well, man. I'm a bit tired. After all, it is nearly 2 in the morning here in Denmark. But, like, at least I'm having you here to keep me good company.
Well, I hope the company will remain good, for we shall have ourselves another game before too much longer, but we'll leave you guys in charge to run everything for the next 7 minutes or so. Make the most of it. Friends, we teased you with it before, and now we shall show you in person. Great Clan, with their previous victory, now will be going on to face off against Score Gaming, our #1 seeded squad. Deedless already called it for Great Clan before even seeing a moment of this game.
No. I said if Great Clan can keep up their performance, then I think Score Gaming will have a hard time. Honestly, Frank and Rum, they just looked so good in our first series that I think it's hard to bet against them, kind of fit.
Oh, I would honestly be surprised if the result ended up being the same. I mean, admittedly, Unretired, they had some pretty good big names in there. Dulzy, in particular, the team leader, a notable personality in the MC5 space for Score Gaming. And we look for their recent games, they too beat Unretired in their previous tournament performance, but they've had some pretty rough times of things recently. Score Gaming were a team that were notorious for being kind of a middle-of-the-pack team that would always make it through to semi-final kind of stages, but rarely further. They had a very strong run for a while when they were winning a bunch of tournaments, but in recent times it's not been so rosy for them. They've reverted back to their previous ways, and I think you're right that Great Clan are going to prove a big challenge if, and only if, the two teams can actually find each other.
That is true. It is rooftops. Neither team are pulling the trigger. They're just waiting to see each other off and see if someone will make that mistake. So that is rooftops, guys. Next up will be museum. That should be way more exciting, way more action heavy. So you guys can look forward to that. But kind of it. What's the temperature like in the UK now? Is it hot?
Weirdly very hot. I don't know why. It's completely dark outside. As much as it's low visibility on the rooftop, here it's complete blackness, but it's also really, really humid. So I don't know what it's like for these teams. You've got Great Clan playing out of Italy, Score Gaming playing out of Mexico, where I assume it's still daytime, and it's quite a decent chance that they are operating under those extreme conditions that pretty much everyone in Europe has been facing today.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine how it must be to be in Italy right now. Honestly, I know France have around like 35.5 degrees, so when you come further down south, I can imagine it just becomes worse, as the Italians, they find the first kill. So now they have a kill lead of 1 kill. And if the trend is anything to go by, we're not going to see any more kills within the next 3 minutes. So enjoy that blood being spilled, guys.
It's certainly an unusual circumstance we've got on our hands here. Unfortunately, it's a little bit tricky to tell on the rooftops because of the way the level is laid out. It's tough to really differentiate where everybody is on the map. We've got Score Gaming potential. Okay, so let's try to figure out from just looking with the camera. So we've got Score Gaming in control of the top of the rooftops at the moment, though it seems like Great Clan have proved themselves too canny to be spotted out and sniped through those skylights. For Great Clan, it seems like they actually might be going for something a little bit more aggressive.
Oh yeah, well Frank is certainly pushing out, but can't see anyone with that commander shield up. We'll find 1 kill. That's going to be YOLO going down. And now Frank has to reload. So he is vulnerable when reloading. But there we go. That's going to be the kill. YOLO finds their revenge against Frank when Frank was reloading. But another kill immediately comes in from the Great Clan, who have pushed up on top of this building. Now YOLO, he's searching. They want that kill. Can they find it? No, they cannot. Frank takes down YOLO once again.
It seems like Great Clan are in control of the lower bounds of the rooftops here. Stalking through the halls, Casanova and Zentik thinking about going down those stairs. I don't know what you'd like to find down those corridors, apart from more pain. Backing out very quickly and saying, let's just leave them to it. We, of course, have got King Gombatax, the leader of Score Gaming, coming to join in the action personally. Tends to be a leader who takes more of a managerial role for the most part, but today, sporting green and with the commander shield to help shield their teammates.
Yeah, well, King Attacks right now not making sure that Score Gaming aren't too far behind, and considering how slow-paced this game has been, seeing QuickTime with a 3-kill lead is very disturbing for Score Gaming, but Arcade and Casanova are slowly pulling that back. Finding 2 kills immediately, but play hard will be able to equalize it and put themselves up to 3 kills once again.
A very unique game of MC5 as both teams play cat and mouse with one another. Great Clan have done some pretty nice work. It seems like this style is favoring them much more than the Mexican team. I think we might see in this last minute or so a big step up of pace from Score Gaming as they realize this is not a style they can outcompete the Great Clan in.
Score Gaming, they need to hurry up now because damn, are they falling far behind? 6 kills right now, 7 kills as Subway finds a kill onto Sync. But yep, they definitely need to now find those kills. 40 seconds left remaining and Score Gaming not looking too good here against the Great Clan.
Yeah, the rooftops is a unique set of circumstances, but certainly Great Clan start things out extremely well, controlling the pace and the terms of engagement. And now I suspect the opportunity has passed for Score Gaming, our #1 seeded team from Mexico, to find a way back into the game.
Ten seconds remaining. Score Gaming, they need a miracle. But they will not be able to find it. And they're going to lose this game with a 10-kill lead, it looks like, for Great Clan. Make it 9, but still not even close here between these two teams. Score Gaming, they lose this first game. Great Clan will now force Score Gaming to be up against the wall on the museum, where we're probably going to see a more fast-paced playstyle that could potentially work in the favor of Score Gaming.
Let's check in. So it's Frank who is rocking the biggest score out of the scoreline for Score Gaming themselves, yet to find their stand-out player. One more chance for Score Gaming to hold on to that #1 position, or will it be, as dealer suggested, the Great Clan rising to great prominence in our eyes? We'll find out 7 minutes or less till our next ESL game. Friends, Great Clan and Score Gaming clash once more. Dealers, it feels like Great Clan pulled the bamboozle over Score Gaming the first time around, luring them in with the promise of skillful yet kill-light gameplay. It seemed too late Score Gaming realised the error of playing to Great Clan's tune.
Sure. We're on the museum now.
That we are.
So Score Gaming, they only have one last stand now. They need to make this count, or else they will be out of the tournament. They are up against the Great Clan, and the Great Clan, they have been looking very good here today. taking the the round of 16th without sweating. And now, here in the quarterfinal, on the rooftops, they looked very good as well. But now, Museum is the fast-paced playstyle that we'll be seeing here, and Score Gaming so far are keeping up with Great Clan.
Yeah, much stronger performance from Score Gaming. I think the style that Score Gaming were lured into by Great Clan just really wasn't to their favour at all. It looks like we're going to have a 4-person team from both sides of the competition here. Instead, we're going to have much more of a brawling in-your-face style, which both teams seem to be equally adept at.
And for the two teams, they're also down to a 4 versus 4, so that helps out as well. But Score Gaming absolutely standing their ground here against Great Clan, so it's not like it's going to be too easy for the Great Clan to take down Score Gaming. I like that it is this even, but now Score Gaming, they have that man advantage, so that might just give them that slight favor here in this matchup.
Yeah, Great Clan. They have yet to find their 5th player back again as Score Gaming look to take up residence in the sarcophagus room a little bit far across to the other side, where it looks like Great Clan have got their own base set up near Big Head. Got little scouting parties setting across from either side of the equation. Rum managed to get a good bit of sniping off with Subway as well to keep things looking pretty even.
But Frank and Rum this time around can't carry Great Clan without that last member.
Ooh.
But as I say that, Rum finds 2 kills. But the bomber comes in and makes sure that Score Gaming, they won't have that kill lead. But Rum is certainly putting in the work that Great Clan, they need. Arcade, 3-0 as well. Not finding any kills right now, but for Score Gaming, having someone with 3-0, which is probably in the middle of the pack here for Score Gaming, is very, very good. As Great Clan, they find their last member.
Engrave on memory, waiting for the winner of this series. Great Clan seems to be taking things back over again as Frank cashes in some of those kill streaks. Note as well, Frank not rocking the combined arms core will have to earn their kill streaks the old-fashioned way. Though, of course, on the assault, we'll have the traditional core to double up on each of those kills, going twice as far towards each of the kill streaks.
Play hard, loses that duel right there, kind of. But you're definitely right. It is good to have that core. Kill streaks, very important in MC5. As we find ourselves at an even road here between Great Clan and Score Gaming, 24-25. Great Clan, they have the chance to end everything right here, but they're not grabbing it quite yet. And Score Gaming are making sure to give themselves anything that they need to win this matchup. They are doing themselves a lot of favors.
Okay, doing a fantastic job on the side, making sure Score Gaming do not get flanked around, whereas Kingdom Attacks manages to do exactly that to the Italian Great Clan. 2 minutes 30 left to play. Score Gaming in a much, much better position than before. But you're right, it's still very dicey whether or not they'll get to see that Game 3.
Honestly, it's not the best position that they are in. They are behind Great Clan. And Great Clan, even though they sometimes here in this game are even against Score Gaming, Score Gaming would love to have the lead because it's just too fragile. And you can see that right now. Great Clan, they're running away with things. They are nearly up 10 kills. And Score Gaming, just off of a second, they throw away the possible victory that they had. And now Great Clan, 10 more, and they will have finished this out. But Score Gaming, actually, when I say they threw away their lead, they have done it. They reduced it to 4 kills.
Subway coming in from behind does manage to get the flank round, and highlighting the importance of that buddy system. You always got to have someone covering your back, especially when you're using those sniper rifles. Score Gaming recovered quite well. We do have the kills pouring in to come to this last part. Haram running around that shotgun. Gom Attacks for Score Gaming, cut down by Rum. This could be it.
1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. 5 kills for Score Gaming, 3 for Grey Clan. Airstrikes are coming in. No one will find those kills with those airstrikes. Military support not being too much of a support this time around. As Grey Clan, they're working together and moving as a team. They know that they are so close to taking down Score Gaming. 2-0 here in this quarterfinal. But Score Gaming, they're also stacking up together. They do have 2 members. It is going to be Arcade and YOLO on the prowl, looking for that flank.
Last few moments coming in. Nice pick up there by Play Hard from the side. YOLO does get one back, but it's 1 kill away, 1 fight away. And just like that, Score Gaming are done in the tournament. That's a 2nd win for Grey Clan. They will be going forward to go on to face a raise on memory.
Congratulations to Score Gaming for putting up such a good fight here in game number 2 against Grey Clan. And congratulations to Grey Clan on moving out to that semi-final. They definitely looked good here in the first 4 games that we've seen them play. If they can keep this up, then I don't see why they wouldn't be able to move into the grand final entirely.
Alright guys, I apologize, I did misspeak before. Engrave on memory, rather than what I said before, awaiting in that semi-final. A tearful goodbye to Score Gaming. They'll have to wait for another tournament to improve their chances. But for you guys, that opportunity is always open. Let's get out and start up our between match community game. If you're on iOS and you want to play live on stream during our break while we're getting our next game set up, then this is the perfect opportunity. Dealers, what shall we do for this community game?
Well, I would say capture the flag if you're down with it.
Alright, let's give it a go. Let's go slightly more conservative and go for Scramble. That's a bit smaller, but I think it might be more popular. We'll see. If there's a lot of people this, then we can always come back and go for Canals again. But for now, if you're on iOS, again, Tier 7 and below weapons, Tier 3 and below armor. You can come and play on stream and show off what makes you the #1 player on iOS. Aragon LIP, good luck with your daily challenges. Whew. And the global chat invite has been sent out. So guys, come and show us what you're made of.
Kind of it.
Mm.
You're British.
You're correct.
What is on top of the British hierarchy? A hierarchy of needs. I believe, isn't that a cup of tea and a biscuit?
I don't know if there's such a thing as a British official hierarchy of needs, but I suppose that would fit just as well as anything else.
I believe there is a official. I don't think there's an official British hierarchy. Am I saying it right?
Hierarchy. Hierarchy?
Hierarchy.
Oh man, you're confusing me now.
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
Okay, hierarchy of needs. I don't know if there's an official one, but I could imagine that a cup of tea and a biscuit is probably at the top.
Well, maybe that's exactly what I need. Veterano99, welcome to the stream. If you are an iOS player, then please do come and join us for our break game. For now, though, we'll be taking a little break ourselves, and we'll see you guys in just a few minutes' time. Welcome back, party people. We've had our community game. You guys have shown off what you're capable of. I think it's time, Dooless. It's time for it to be all about me. That's
it's
right.
about you all the time, man.
I know, but I'm just too polite to mention it. Let's get into some battle royale. I can show you guys what I'm made of.
That makes no sense, but sure.
Oh, Shinsuke. Sup streamer country, I guess also same time, but never failed any stream. Shinsuke, whereabouts are you from? Are you from England as well? But yes.
Englando.
Shinsuke, good night. Thanks for dropping by the stream. We know it for our European friends, it is pretty late. This one being specifically on at this kind of time for our Americano buddies. And of course, our Japanese friends, which is why we've got so many Japanese teams taking part in today's competition. Well, Brandon, I appreciate the warm feelings. I hope that you will, keep coming by the streams, showing the love to Game Loss MC5 efforts, and hopefully, I feel like the ultimate form of showing love is to play in these tournaments, and also to jump off a roof and land on my head during battle royales. I still remember, I think it might have been Taco or someone who did that. They just sat on a rooftop, and then when I walked past, they just jumped onto my head and killed me. It was great.
Well, I'm not sure if that is my definition of great, but sure.
Hey man, it was memorable.
I guess that's the most important thing, right?
I had a thought the other day, which is that MC5 does...
Wait, you actually think?
Let's move past the most obvious joke.
Okay, sorry.
I don't think... MC5 doesn't really have climbing on things for the most part. Oh, hello.
No, that's true.
So that's something I was thinking about, would MC5 be a better game if there was more stuff you could climb on, in terms... Because I know you can already sort of climb on small things, but if they extended that so, you could climb on...
we have a passkey, by the way.
Oh, well in that case, I retire undefeated. Oh yeah! I'm the best.
No.
Hey man.
Nope. Will not give it to you.
You don't get to decide my truth. Raptors versus Zodiacs family. Now, Dealers, what stage are we headed into?
Well, MC5, of course.
Alright, I'll have a quick check this up.
We're scramble. We're going to scramble.
So this is... Raptors, Zodiacs. Aha! Semifinals, yes. So let's see.
Oh, okay, that stage, yeah. Semifinals. Sorry.
It is pretty late in all the places. And we're also a little heat exhausted as well. To double down on our troubles. We hope all of you guys are well hydrated. And hopefully somewhere air conditioned as well. Because I know in England it's certainly gotten hot again. Which I forgot that could actually even be a thing at night. But apparently it is.
Yeah, you're just used to it raining, right? So it's never hot in the UK.
I mean, that's not a million miles away from the truth, certainly. It tends to be overcast
I
a
only
lot of
told
time.
you the truth, man.
Oh no. Well, if I believe that, then all of the terrible things you said will suddenly become true.
I would never lie to you. Why would I do something like that?
That's an excellent question, and one we'll have to leave to the philosophers. Alquina Gien, welcome, welcome. We're just getting into our first semi-final of the day of our ESL competition. I believe we might have a delay on our upper semi, which will be between Engrave on Memories and one of Score Gaming or Great Clan. Signs seems to certainly indicate, based on the results, that it will be Great Clan versus Engrave, but we never know for certain until the final decisions have been made. So guys, instead we shall merely enjoy Raptors representing Canada, Zodiacs family, the number 2 seed representing Japan. Let's see what they've got for us as we head on to Scramble.
Zodiacs family versus Raptors. Raptors from Canada, Zodiacs family from Japan. So that is going to be interesting to see. Raptors at least getting out from a good start.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Deedless. As Issa N, who has played in more than a few tournaments recently and has tended to attract a lot of attention. I think we're getting to see why in these opening few moments.
Yes, certainly. Issa N. 5 kills here to begin with, Counterfeit. Issa N. putting in the work, and oh my god, that's a good bomber. Issa N. 7 out of 8 kills currently sitting on Issa N. That is a performance you don't see every day in the first 1 minute.
That is just ridiculous. So Issa N, it's been around the block a few times, plays for a few different teams. But wow, that is just craziness. Zodiacs family. Let's have a quick look across and see what their recent history has been. I have a feeling they've been doing pretty well for themselves. Oh, tell a lie actually. They've had a bit of a spotty record recently for Zodiac's family. Sorry, for Raptors from Canada. They actually won the last tournament that they played in. So they actually are definitely coming in as favourites here.
Well, that is absolutely something, and you know what, Zodiac's family, they used to be dominant as well. Obviously, alongside the Japanese squads, the Japanese squads overall are always just crazily good, but Raptors, they are just a step above the block.
As this everything blowing up as the teams clash in the close quarters frenzy, and the rest of the Raptors trying to sink their claws as deeply as they can, as Dior doing some real nice work. The bomber doesn't even get to see it happen themselves, but blows up more than half of the Zodiacs family in one bombing run.
Now airstrikes coming in as well, even more bombs. Counterfeit. Dior getting a kill right there with that airstrike, and a bomber coming in. Zodiac's family, hide! Bombs are coming for you. Right now, MIT trying to see if they can spot someone. What, that is such a good bomber. Picking up 1 kill, picking up 2 kills, just coming across the map and picking up all the kills that Raptors they need.
This is looking like it could be a short semi-final. Venom, as much in the YouTube chat, as much as you're looking forward to this game, Raptors are putting on a clinic. Issa has let off the gas a little bit from the early going, but Dior stepping up in the same way and locking down another ludicrous amount of kills. We're not even halfway through, and Raptors are up to the 40 kill marks. Nice double grenade hit from Vincent, but for Zodiacs, I think this one might just be done.
It certainly could be. Counterfeit. Zodiacs, they are not even gonna get close to Raptors with the way that things are looking right now. Raptors, they just need 6 more. And they have been so good here in the first 4 minutes that I don't think they're I don't think they're gonna need much longer than those 4 minutes.
Well, you know what you say about Raptors. You shouldn't get too close or you might get a big old claw to the face. At least that's what they told me when I went to the zoo. And I think we've had quite the spectacle shown for us here today. Issa N, 15 kills. Dior, 12. The result, beyond doubt. And for Zodiac's family, they are in some real trouble.
Oh, they certainly are in for a lot of trouble. Next up is the construction side, Raptors. If they keep this up, and honestly, seeing as how Scramble and construction side, they both promote the same playstyle in terms of them being so open and being so small, I could imagine that we're going to see the same repeat of game number 1, with Raptors winning again with like a 16 score lead.
Someone called Daxi Leo Issa N are saying, wow, Issa N OP. I don't know if that is Issa N just talking about themselves, but if it is, or if it isn't, I respect the hustle. Guys, we'll see you in a few minutes' time as the Raptors will return to wreak vengeance upon the Zodiacs family. Maybe, mayhap, the result will be different, or perhaps the Raptors will rise to their throne. Find out. Semifinal, Game 2, coming up. Shazam! It's time to head out onto the battlefield once more. Raise your weapons, cover them in delicious scales, and perhaps stop for a snack between every kill. It's time for Game 2 of our semi-finals between Zodiacs family and the Raptors.
And the Raptors, they will get that first blood. So off to a good start. They just need one more game counterfeit to finish out this entire series. But they have to go through Zodiac's family first to begin with. And that is looking like quite a task, Zodiac's family. They were able to keep up with the Raptors in the last game, in the early game at least. But once the mid game and the late game came rolling around, everything just fell apart.
Dalvan Roberto, thanks for dropping by the stream and showing some love. We are quite likely, based off the previous round's results, to be drawing this semi-final to a close and choosing ourselves our first finalists of the day. Daedalus, what are these teams playing for here today?
Well, obviously Blood and Glory counterfeit. And then you also have Go for Points and $100 going to the first place.
Not too shabby for an evening's work upon the battlefield. Raptors, as we said, they are previous tournament winners. They won our last weekly competition on iOS, beating out Great Clan, Call of Duties, and Score Gaming on their way there. Zodiacs family, though, I don't believe these two teams have actually met in recent memory, but I think this one will be a memorable encounter for the family.
That might just very well be if they fall 2-0 to the Raptors, who currently are sitting very dominantly in the lead, up by, I believe, 5 kills? No, 4. 4 kills, my math is incorrect. But nonetheless, they are up, and they are in a good... They're just up. Never mind. I can't find the words.
For the Raptors, we've seen... Well, I mean, for any of you guys who are long-time viewers, you'll definitely recognise, I think, pretty much all of the names on the Raptors side of things. And of course, we've already thrown some praise their way. Virtually Vain has been around the block more than a few times, taking their first death of the game, as the Raptors continue to take over as much territory as they can from the Zodiacs family, who are honestly just being outpaced and outclassed.
Yeah, Zodiac's family right now behind by 11 kills. Raptors are spreading themselves out here on this map, taking fights all over the place, and Zodiac's family, they can't do anything, especially not against EZN, finding 2 kills with that cock B.
Will get caught out by a sneaky flank from the side from Vincent, but they in turn will fall down. Raptors have reached their halfway mark, 25 kills locked in for them, and of course military support can be forthcoming. Dashy X going out, trying their luck with the Brampton, does at least make it out of that encounter, which is by no means a guaranteed, as ISN will take the fight in the underpass against one of the family, and I think they'll soon be receiving a visit from Mr. Clown.
But Raptors counterfeit. Raptors are just looking so damn good here in this match. I honestly can't wait to see who's gonna be, or who they're gonna meet in the grand final. If it's going to be someone like Great Clan, we are sure to have one hell of an interesting grand final. But only time will tell.
Let's check in with those numbers. So Virtually Vain has kept themselves up pretty nicely as everyone blows up in the center of the map. The Raptors take another big old clawed leap ahead as the Zodiacs desperately try and look for that second game victory that seems so very far out of reach.
It certainly is. They need 20 kills, counterfeit. Repeat after me, 20 kills to even out the score against Raptors. That is a miracle beyond miracles that I doubt that they'll be able to find.
It's all over as the Raptors put on a sterling performance and certainly make themselves kings of the lower bracket. But this story is far from finished. The Raptors still have a best of 5, but right now, they've certainly dominated all other competition. The best is yet to come.
Well, it certainly is. They have a shot now for the title in the grand final. They'll be moving in there while we wait to figure out who they will be facing up against.
So guys, let's get y'all out onto stream once again, as we of course recognize Issa and Frenzy and of course Virtually Vane, who kept those deaths to the least in the whole game. ESL 123 will get you in, but what will you do once you're there? Let's get that game set up. So Dealers, we did a little bit of capture the flag, so now we need ourselves a new approach. Is it gonna be, let's see, cargo, rush? It's probably not rush. Also probably not, actually it's not. It's basically, okay, in fact, rather than just ask you, there's only really one mode which actually makes sense, which is zone control. Something which we're hoping to have in the future for MC5, if it pans out, is some more attention across to some of these extra game modes to really kind of, you know, give folks new ways of appreciating MC5. But for now, let's get you guys in. So, Dealers, I know it's more of a Battlefield thing than a Team Fortress 2 kind of deal, but in this mode, you shall have to control the areas on the map to bring down your opponent's tickets, and if they reach 0, then you win. Seems pretty easy, huh?
That is certainly true, kind of it. Well, I would love to see you try and play that, because I don't imagine that you would be able to win a game.
Oh man!
Even though you are better at MC5 than I am.
Oh man! You cut to the core of me, Baxter.
Well, I just suck at MC5, so I spend all my time just roasting people who are better than me.
Hurts, man. It hurts. The only way, of course, to deal with our emotions is to make explosions in virtual space. So we'll hope that you'll come and join us for that. Dalton, welcome to the game. ESL 123, or the global chat invite, all will lead you to here, to this place, to a chance to play on stream. Zentic, I would ask for you and others to be at least, you know, polite to each other on YouTube. If you want to have a, you know, an old throwdown argument, then please take it to the PMs or the DMs. I guess either of them work. To private messages of some sort. But the old public argument, we prefer if you know, did that elsewhere.
If you just be nice to each other, guys. Just be nice.
You can talk, Douglas. You can talk.
Well, I can talk. That's why I am here.
I can talk, I can talk, I can sing. I believe that was a great ape who once said that.
Sure.
Oh man, it's still so hot. We haven't received an update as of yet about our upper quarterfinals heading into the semi-finals. Engrave on Memory have been waiting patiently for their opposition, but if nothing's been officially updated as of yet, I believe that must mean the admins are still hard at work resolving whatever issues might have cropped up on that side, so we'll just keep things going for now. And once everything is ready to kick off once again, of course, we'll be right on it. As always. My gosh, maybe it's just nobody wants to play zone control. I mean, I guess that's quite possible.
Well, it might just be. After all, zone control is not something you see very often.
Alright, well, let's go for a team battle then. Let's go a little bit more vanilla and see if we can find ourselves some more friends. Whew. I need to get one of those hand fans. At the moment, I'm just using my hand as a fan.
Well, I think you can get like a USB powered mini fan for your desk. I'm pretty sure I've seen multiple casters use that.
Oh, I'm certain. Like, I mean, stuff being hot. So England's got a kind of thing where the weather is usually pretty middling. The whole thing of England being kind of overcast all the time. It's not really rainy all the time. It's more like it's overcast all the time. So whenever there's any kind of remotely extreme weather, we're completely unprepared for it, just because our weather's usually just so, not like normal, but just unremarkable for the most part. João Pedro? Where are the Brazilians? That's always a good question. I don't know. But if there are any Brazilian fans in chat, then please do let João know. We've got fans from all over the world, so even if there aren't any Brazilian fans, perhaps, just perhaps, you'll be able to make some friends from elsewhere. Horizon 201. I would definitely recommend, if you're just starting out, I believe Dulcie's got a specific podcast which will be stored on the MC5 Facebook page and elsewhere about sort of best ways to get started in the game. So, while it's true you definitely can pay to skip some of the kind of grind which is the case with really all free-to-play games. I think you can pretty much get everything meaningful as a free-to-play player. Of course, you can always join in this ESL competition if you're on iOS and win yourself some money to spend on credits, or indeed on PC and Android. Those tournaments actually pay directly in credits. So, yeah, there are ways to get around it. Nova Taylor, welcome back to the stream. I think maybe we've gotten a bit too late. We've ended up dropping all of our European viewers. In which case, we're going to do a little mess around on the Battle Royale and then come back to our community games a bit later on when hopefully we've got a few more folks to mess around with. Whew.
Well, one can only hope that people will want to play a bit later on.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Peter. Why are you saying hello?
So a quick check through the ESL feedback channel. So what are people talking about lately?
They've been talking. Takar's been talking about banning away the commander class, and I would be in favor of that. Or I like his. He has 3 suggestions: either ban the whole class, ban the shotguns from the commander, or make it so that you can only have 1 commander per team. I think the third option is actually the best. Having like 1 commander is good enough. I think you should have the opportunity to go for the commander, because it feels like with the commander you are investing into having someone be in the front line. But I don't think you should take away the entire class, because then it just becomes a bit boring.
Yeah, I'd be okay with either of the second or third suggestions, being limiting it to just 1 per team. Particularly because the limiting of it to 1 per team is a step towards having the ESL competition be more kind of set team based, which I'm personally speaking interested to see how that would play out. I don't know if it would be better or worse, honestly, but I think it would be a change of pace, and I'm always up for that. Alright, so Deedless, you're my second set of eyes to spot all them things what I could possibly miss. So I think we'll get things kicked off with getting ourselves a drop. And we can replace this awful, awful submachine gun with something a little bit tastier. Alright, well that's not ideal, but hey. And the BSW is still pretty good. I think it's... I can't remember, Dealus. What was it you particularly didn't care for about the BSW?
I think the damage is too low in the Battle Royale, especially when you have the likes of an imp you can find. I would always take the imp over the BSW.
Yeah,
the only downside to the imp is that its rate of fire is actually fairly slow compared to the BSW.
I think it has the imp has a little bit more utility with the whole, kind of explosion thing, in terms of you can always run away while firing it. Oh, hello. Well, let's give this a try. So whenever I'm on iOS doing this, I always need to kind of use both hands to snipe with. Oh, actually, no, I don't need to. I should use my left-hand fire button. Apparently there's somebody firing over here, but I can't, for the life of me, see where they are. Okay. Well, never mind. Let's quickly nip up here and see if we can have a bit of a loot through the village before it gets consumed by blue. Let's see, Horizon. You can handle the grinder and the reinforcer. Oh, excellent.
Ooh, nice. A Bosk. Congratulations.
It's Bosk time.
You're running the wrong way now, though.
It's fine. It's only the first or second circle. It's not that much damage. I also don't mind not having to compete for picking stuff up. But I think someone probably has been through some of here. Did I see a flash from this window over here? Someone has definitely been through here. Because they dropped a proximity mine, which is a bit weird. Ah, Nova Taylor and... oh, hello. In case you were wondering, yes, it does feel good to be a gangster. Since I realised that there was the alternate fire button over the right hand side, that has made sniping considerably easier. Let's see, so Nova Taylor and Hero Gaming Simon have made friends. Excellent! This is wonderful news. Some of the big reasons why these streams are here is to help build up the MC5 community and, the friendships you guys make along the way. Those were the real modern combats. Ooh, hello. Oh, I got stuck on something. So we've got decent armor, we've got a decent amount of health packs, and I think we're actually in a pretty good spot in terms of equipment as well, so at this point it's just getting more of it. I've got ammo. Oh, and I think it's probably about time to leave. I won't burn through a speed up just because it seems a little unnecessary. But maybe it's worth going and having a check on what this person dropped. If it's anything. Not bad. At least it's something relevant. The Horizon 201, from what I understand, there are some nerfs forthcoming for the Marauder class, so there definitely will be addressing of that particular concern for sure. I'm not sure exactly what the nerfs are, but they will, from what I understand, be coming. I think there's, from what I think I've heard that there might be some commander nerfs as well, though I don't think they're major by any means. So it may well happen that I can't remember. So the votes on the whole commander suggestion on the ESL feedback were a little bit mixed. So for any of you guys who are unaware, if you go to the ESL Modern Combat Discord, you can vote in there for things you want to see have added or changed in the tournament. And the moment the suggestion you read out before is kind of, it's not a million miles away. Wait, what? What did I just come across there? I don't know if that was two people who decided to group up or something, but they were just standing there. How very odd. Well, their stuff is now my stuff, so I'm into that. So we've got 9 health packs, we've got 5 speed boosts. We are a very good price for anyone who might happen to be able to kill us. But hopefully, we'll get them first. I think this could... I'm feeling pretty good about this deal, so I think this could be my first turkey breakfast of the day. Oh, actually, I don't think this is really going to make a difference, but... let's up our capacity on the BSW just in case it ever comes up. And... is this the edge of the map? No, surely not. Okay. Not probably a terribly good place to be hanging out though. Let's try and get onto a ridge line so at least we can... So for any of you guys who might not be aware, if you've got a ridge line like this, you can kind of peek over, see someone and you've got something to fall back to. While also being fairly unlikely people will come up behind you. So, yeah, if you're ever in doubt, find a ridge line and just hang out there. We're also quite close to the circle from here, so... we've got loads and loads of health packs, so... ideally we want to keep our backs to a place where people are unlikely to be. The nice thing about being the circle, actually, is that you can pop the health pack when you've only lost a little bit of health, and then when you get into a fight, you can drop down that you'll keep healing even after you've gotten to full health. Oh, there we go. Everyone's over there. Okay.
Go shoot them! Pull out the BSW and shoot them in the face, Peter. There's a guy. Shoot him in the face. Disappointing. Anticlimactic. You might want to pop a health boost. Oh, nice. You did.
Cool. Way ahead of you.
You are so smart, Mr. Hotnell.
They call me Mr. Smartnell.
Ah!
What?
Oh my.
I did split my fire there because I was trying to kill both of them at the same time. But that's man, I did not expect that that was the last 2 people. I did not expect it to go that way. I think maybe in retrospect should have thrown out a grenade. I thought we could kind of like, you know, do some damage to both of them, and then they would just kind of kill each other, or as good as. But hey, that's a disappointing outcome. But well, I suppose top 3 is not too terrible.
No, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks. Alright, we're going to go back on for a community game now. ESL 1, 2, 3. Come and join us. Normal rules as always. Tier 7 and below weapons. Tier 3 and below armor. Daxi, Leo, SN, thank you for your RIP Aroonies. I think we did alright. I think we made some good decisions in there. I think we maybe got a little bit unlucky with that last one. But I think, yes, decision-making wise, I think I should have probably just thrown a grenade from cover to start with, and then did that whole running and trying to fight both of them at the same time. I think that was a big missed opportunity. Dillian, welcome. Let's see. Oh, Horizon 201. Apparently, C-Ops and MC5 have got a rivalry. Oh, news to me. But if MC5 has passed them, then hurrah, I suppose. Good stuff. Ah. Well, Nova Taylor may have lost his mind, but let's see if this makes sense to you. Oh, soldiers, good job. It would be great to meet a cat and he told you meow. And then chase you. Smiley face, cat face, meow. Love heart.
Nope.
Horizon 201, I'd imagine I wouldn't imagine that MC6 is going to be a thing anytime soon, just because they keep adding new stuff onto MC5, and I think Modern Combat Versus is kind of its own separate thing now. So I don't know, maybe, but I have certainly not heard anything to that effect. They keep upgrading the graphics and stuff for MC5 as well, so I don't know. If you guys were going to get an MC6, what would you want to have it?
If I had to start again, sorry?
Well, I'll open this up to you, D-List, and to the audience in general. If there was going to be an MC6, what would you think would be good stuff to add to it?
Ooh, I think promoting different modes instead of only playing team deathmatch would be a good start.
Okay.
Because I think team deathmatch is good, but obviously seeing different modes is always interesting as well.
Sure. Well, that's hopefully something that'll happen for MC5. Horizon 201, I believe there is an in-game chat apart from the auto-made messages. Oh, actually no, you're right. I think it is just auto-done. There definitely has been discussion of voice chat thrown around for a while, though I think it would significantly increase the demands of the game on a system. So, I don't know. Horizon 201, you want it to have no classes who buy, just earn, and make it a premium currency for cool cosmetics. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think there are some moves towards making the classes a little bit more accessible. We saw a little advert from the main screen. I think there's a big class discounts going on at the moment, and hopefully down the line there'll be some things that will help people kind of break in and get those particularly important classes for competitive play. For instance, the bounty hunter, it does exist in competitive play, but it's not the most popular thing. Whereas currently, certainly you might want the commander. You'd certainly want the basic ones like the assault and sniper. But there are some ones which they vary as to how useful they'll be. General I'm ESL, welcome. I'm going to guess where you're from. So we'll try and find you guys one more buddy to play with, and then we'll get this break game kicked off. We'll update you guys, of course, as we get any new information in.
Yep, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
I'll tell you what, I'll get these guys started. Hopefully they'll both stay in the game. And we'll catch you guys on the other side. Of course, you can come and join in whenever you please, all the way up till the end. Welcome back to official ESL competition. The Great Clan have made it through to face off against Engrave on Memory, the team that have been keeping us entertained in our community games for a while as they tried to make sure they stayed fresh for this game you see before you.
Obviously, it is important to warm up for your game's counterfeit, and they haven't played a single game quite yet. Here today yet, so they obviously needed some practice, and they got that through the community games. But now they're taking on Great Clan, and that should be quite a mouthful. Great Clan, they have played 4 games here today, and they've been smashing their competition in all 4 games.
It's going to be a whole different story potentially, though, if Engrave on Memory are as full of beans as their practice games suggested. Zelo round the corner runs right into Haram, and of course Rum, one of the players to watch out for. 4 kills so far, but does take a well-placed grenade to the face from one of their former victims. Nice double there from Celine, punching the damage through with some long-range action as Saku manages to get another nice double, now up to 5 kills as Engrave on Memory take themselves the lead.
Engrave on Memory not looking too shabby here in this game, up now by 4 kills. If they can keep this up, then Great Clan, they should be falling prey to Engrave on Memory. But obviously, Engrave on Memory, they have a far way to go. Only at 13 kills with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Great Clan, they have plenty of time.
Sakutombo, I guess, making great use of the assault class. We've seen this more and more from teams in recent tournaments, that while the sniper has the ability to fire through and hit some great angles on a scramble, just the ability to have those extra grenades to really flush those snipers out. It's very easy to miss a grenade when you're all zoomed in.
That is certainly true, counterfeit. So you are not wrong at all. And grenades are always a good way of killing someone very quickly, because if you land a well-placed grenade, then people, they will just take so much damage.
Yeah, the tier 3 armor certainly not so resilient to those grenades as Ram grabs another for the squad, but Saku is continuing to do a real nice job so far. Couple of kills for the Great Clan sneaking through off screen as Engrave on Memory, they're holding their position in the top right of the map. Looking pretty good for them so far, but they do see Great Clan, they are catching up slowly but surely.
But Engrave on Memory, they need to be careful. There is a sniper on the side of Great Clan, while there are 3 on the side of Engrave on Memory. Just 1 sniper is enough to pick up all those kills that are just waiting to be picked up by Great Clan on the side of Engrave on Memory. Rum will go down, but here comes the bomber. A well-placed bomber could take down everyone from Engrave on Memory. But actually, it's Engrave on Memory's bomber, so Great Clan, they are the ones in a bad position. 1 kill will come out from that bomber. Airstrike is also being deployed here for Engrave on Memory. Getting a lot of kills, and still with a 4-kill lead. Actually make that 2, as Rum just comes in and picks up a few kills. Great Clan still fighting for their lives.
Though Saku Tombo continues to rack up these double kills with his astonishingly well-placed grenades. Rum with the shred machine gun is putting down a withering amount of firepower. 13 kills so far, really on a streak, but again runs into this hail of grenades for Saku Tombo. 16 kills so far, I think is going to be the most in the game, ahead of Rum, and only 6 deaths as well.
But it is not enough for Great Clan to take down Saku. You need to take down all the other members on Engrave on Memory as well. And those members are looking mighty fine. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go, so Great Clan, if they need to make that comeback, they need to start making it now.
Yeah, 2 minutes remaining. We've got Frank round the side, trying to sneak through, but Rum has found their way through to the back of the squad. Engraven Memory turn, though, and burn. Managing to hold their position for now. A big opportunity there, passing for Great Clan. As Saku is managing to lap around. It looks like Great Clan have taken up residence in the storage hangar, and a nice grenade to the back of them will drive them out onto the field in general. They're trying to hold fast, but time is swiftly running out for Great Clan.
It certainly is counterfeit, and now Engraven Memory, 3 more kills and they will be done with this game here in the first in the upper semi-final. The first game, it is going to be here on our Scramble. Next up, going to be on construction site, where Great Clan will then try to make their comeback. As Engraven Memory, they get 1 kill here. Sia picking up Whiskey. So now 2 more will be all they need.
Sakutombo continues to be a huge difference maker for the Japanese team in Grave. Just doing some absolutely eye-watering stuff with so many doubles up. Let's pick up those numbers. We can see 18 explosive kills from Engraven Memory, 1 for the Great Clan. A testament to how Engrave gets the job done.
And the job is indeed done, counterfeit, as Engraved on Memory, they take down Great Clan 50-45. So Engraven Memory, I did not expect them to be in this position where they could take down Great Clan, but they do so. And Great Clan, they might have finally found their a team better than them.
Well, Horizon 201 still thinks the Great Clan could come back on the construction site. Perhaps the change of venue is what's needed. Certainly Rum doing some pretty impressive work, and that the most kills in the game, the highest score in the game as well. But it ultimately was not enough. By a margin of 5, that's the first point locked in. The first of the 2 necessary steps for Engrave to head to the grand finals to join the Canadian Raptors. We shall find out what happens as our semi-final continues and perhaps concludes after the break. Battlefields are curious places. Magicians' trick boxes where the golden memories of triumphs linger like nostalgic ghosts, and where the unexplainable, the fantastic, the tragic, the comic, and the absurd are routine occurrences on and off the battlefield. This time round, it's the construction site. Engraved on memory, they've already got one victory assured. Now they just need a second to head up and get going with some raptor hunting.
And you know what? They are off to a good start, finding 5 kills early on. In Great Clan, however, they are fighting back, but a bomber already being deployed here, Counterfeit. Shows good signs for Engraved on memory and their ability to end out and close things.
Rum, of course, the one that draws our attention, like black holes draw spaceships in sci-fis. The clan up 5 kills ahead. Make that 6. I could do maths, me. Right now, thanks to Frank. Good old Frank. Doing a real nice job running around outside here on the construction site. We've of course got Whiskey back in the sniper's nest. And this style of play is certainly working out pretty well for Great Clan right now.
Yeah, if they can keep this up, then it would be good enough for the Great Clan to get back here in this game and force a third game where we would be going to advantage. But we're going to have to wait and see how it all turns out, as there are still 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go.
Number 1, Great Clan fan Horizon 201 has some insights for us. Apparently Great Clan mostly practice on this map specifically, so we're looking to how they play out this game as a good guide for optimal play in the future.
Yeah, well, if they practice this map all the time, then they should be masters of it. And right now we're seeing Great Clan completely show their mastery on this map. In the Grave on Memory, they fight their way back now to 3 kills in the lead is what Great Clan have. And that is not enough. It is still very volatile.
So let's find out who the one to watch are. Celine. Remember before when we had Rum tearing through Engrave on Memory, Celine was the one who kept their cool and put down the rampaging beast. This time round, Rum has yet to find those big old streaks. It's still Frank in the lead, but Rum is close behind, threatening to blow up in this game.
Airstrikes and bombers being deployed here for Engrave on Memory. Could be exactly what they need to get themselves into a commanding position and into the lead, as they are still behind 3 kills. But that bomber not doing any work at all here for Engrave on Memory, and they fall down to 6 kills. Great Clan looking very good here, and looking like the team that will force us to a game number 3 on advantage.
More wisdom from Horizon 201, thinking that Engrave has got a very solid fundamental understanding of first-person shooters, but just thinks that the map knowledge of Great Clan is too much to handle here. It certainly seems to be the case right now, as they are building up themselves. There we go, 10 kills ahead officially for the Great Clan as we come past the halfway mark. Just seems to be getting worse as Engrave are getting flanked around onto and are really struggling to find a place to fight on this map, which isn't Great Clan favoured.
It honestly doesn't look too good for Engrave on Memory, as Great Clan, they are up by 11 kills and they just need a few more seconds, a minute, to take out Engrave on Memory here on construction site.
Play hard, almost getting the kill through there. We'll throw a little bit of a grumpy grenade into the Engrave lines. But yeah, I think this one is pretty much done, barring something pretty special from Engrave. Nice snipe off kill there. Hey, Taco Gaming, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Great Clan look like they're just about to equalize this semi-finals and force out a third game for that place in the finals against the Canadian Raptors. Play Hard does it exactly the same way again. And I kind of feel like Engrave, they are not managing to adjust terribly well to these new and terrifying circumstances.
Well, with 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go, kind of fit. I think Grey Clan, all they need is kills. It's not like they need to adjust to anything really. They just need to find those kills, force those fights. Right now we're seeing that. They're pushing out. 5 more is all Grey Clan they need.
Celine will come charging in to clear out the central space, but of course, that commander is a doozy. If you have to punch through the shield, it's just not gonna happen. Horizon 201, that's an interesting suggestion. Sniper's not auto-aiming out after firing. That seems like a good as one as any, as the equalizer is finalized. Great Clan now 1 game apiece with Engrave on memory. This next game determines the other half of the grand finals. If you guys do have any suggestions as to what you think would make the game better, or the top, well, if it's a game better, then send an email to moderncomebatcommunity@gmail.com. Yes, let's just confirm it's at Gmail rather than at Gameloft. Yes, it's at gmail.com. You can see that in the top right hand corner. If it's to do with the tournament itself, then the best place for that is the ESL feedback channel, where everyone can vote on your suggestions and potentially get them implemented in upcoming tournaments. For now though, guys, we'll be headed to break again. Engrave on memory, Great Clan, one more time, coming up. Howdy, howdy, party people! It's time for our final semi-final game of the day? Game? It's all the same. When the rain falls down the tears from the eyes of one of these two teams, for we shall have to bid them adieu.
What?
Well said, sir. So, Vantage will be the final flashing your place. The ringing of steel. The Raptors await. But who shall join them? Who are you calling it for, dealers? Who's it gonna be?
Oh, I think I would prefer to see Great Clan move on to face Raptors because I think that would be a better matchup. But from what we've been seeing in this best of three, I think in Grave on Memory they are a more versatile team and they are able to play more or less every playstyle. Where it feels like Great Clan, they aren't that good when it comes to having to play slow.
Certainly a very considered start to this game. So you've got Zello around the flank, who's going to try for some very ambitious long-range shotgunning. You've got Ing on the other side trying to sneak through against a pretty solid Great Clan defense. I think if anything, it's going to be Jia coming up from the side who will have more success. Whiskey grabs one. Jia grabs another back. Engrave starting out strong.
Yeah, finding for themselves 3 kills is a good start to this game, but Great Clan, Rom and Frank immediately make sure that they get the lead for themselves. Frank finds 2 kills very fast. Now it's 5-4.
That's a nice pickup there.
Well, another kill here for Rom. Recon Aircraft also coming out for Great Clan alongside EMP Strike, so making sure to handicap their opponents as much as possible.
A great opportunity when that EMP is down to start causing some real chaos. It tests the teams, their coordination to be able to verbally call out what is going on around them. I think it's so very easy to get reliant on the map rather than your eyes, because it can be such an incredibly useful tool. Haram and the rest of the Great Clan, though, they've set themselves up with a very solid start. Rum is rising to the occasion once again, but they are not the only ones. Play hard with 3 kills, Whiskey with 2. There's some real impressive numbers, and right now Engrave is struggling to find numbers of their own.
Yeah, but you know what kind of fit for good friends on the side of Great Clan. They are looking very good and they are way above Engrave on Memory. Nearly 10 kills. So that is a good look for them, but they need to keep it up. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. And Engrave on Memory, they are slowly catching back.
Yeah, there's a couple of nice untraded kills as Engrave have control over the center of the map. Celine thinking about going up. There's going to be getting more than a few grenades. Back down the other way though from Play Hard and the rest of the Great Clan. A risky proposition to go up against the team in this area which doesn't look it's super well defended, but there's only a couple of viable approaches.
But you need to find those viable approaches, as you mentioned, Counterfeit. Or else you will not be able to get to your opponents. But Great Clan, they are happy with the way that things are going right now. There's no reason for them to try and find kills or just wait for Engraven Memory to come to you. After all, you have an 8-kill lead, so you have plenty to work with, especially with the clock just slowly ticking out.
Horizon 201, thanks for dropping by the stream, and I'm sure we both appreciate your insight into Great Clan's style, especially the knowledge that of which maps Great Clan have been practicing, and thus which ones we can expect them to perform on the best. Whiskey grabs another. Engrave on Memory managed to bring themselves back before, but it's again a huge task in front of them to come back from this deficit.
It really is, but they have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, kind of it. It's only 7 kills. It is more than... they have more than plenty time to work with, but they also need to make good work of that time. And with Grey Clan still finding kills, Engrave on Memory are not doing themselves any favors by giving up kills, and thus making the lead just grow here for Grey Clan.
Play hard, working hard for the team right now. As Rum, of course, as is only expected, also has a very solid showing. Engrave, they do have a player in the positive with Sheer. 8 and 5 so far, but for pretty much everybody else in the team, those numbers, those kill numbers, are either low or the death numbers are high. Engrave, this is the last chance for both these teams. And a Great Clan, I'm sure they would love to take a convincing Game 3 victory and move on to the finals feeling confident about their chances.
Well, that is surely true, kind of it, but whoever's going to go into the grand final, and right now it's looking like it will be Great Clan, are going to move up against Raptors, and I think that's going to be so hard. Even though Great Clan, they have been looking good and on fire today, Raptors, they have been looking like an immovable object, like a mountain. And I'm not sure Great Clan, they are ready to climb that mountain.
Engrave have one more chance to scrawl their names upon that mountain if they can just find the kills. These 30 seconds could be the difference makers, or they could be the crowning moment of Great Clan's glory. Saku, remember from before, incredible with those grenades, but this time round I think it's Celine who is putting in the last bit of work. 10 seconds remain. There's only 2 members of Great Clan there, and no, grabs another kill. Time has run out for Engrave. They cannot find any more Great Clan members, and that will be it. Great Clan are gonna go Raptor hunting in the finals.
Congratulations to Great Clan, but Engrave on Memory, they fought valiantly and they tried their best to make that comeback. It wasn't enough, but it was more than necessary for them to try, and I think you should definitely give them an applause for doing so.
Well, guys, one way we can show our appreciation for such great MC5 action is to deliver some of our own. If you use the passkey ESL123, once I've got that game up and live, you can come and join us on stream. If you're an ESL player who's now done with the tournament, and you've stuck around to watch the stream, of course, like all, you are more than welcome, in fact, doubly welcome, to show off the skills. We've seen some fantastic MC5 tonight, and I'm very glad we're going to get a finals where it could easily be across to either team based on what we've seen so far. Whew.
Why is it that you keep showing our faces on stream?
I feel like it's added value.
Oh man. I feel you are lost, good sir.
There you go. It's because we're not on camera, but we can be. Actually, these are really way too obnoxious if they're larger. Let's bring him down to a reasonable size.
Make him smaller.
If we're not on cams, I think that, it helps function as our virtual presence on the broadcast. Honestly, if I could make it so that it did like a kind of flappy up and down talking animation while we were talking, that would be ideal.
Jesus.
Immortal Golden, welcome, welcome. Let's get you added up as friend if we haven't already. And the Ghost. Excellent, excellent. Let's find just a couple more bodies to head onto the field of battle before our grand final starts. This may well be our final foray into the community side of things. So, we want to make sure if you're going to look to make an impression, and effectively, this is like a job interview where you just get to throw grenades at people. if you're going to try and get into a team, they'll say, hey, what have you done? You can point to one of these community games and say, here's my highlight reel. I generally don't know if Daxi Leo Issa N is actually the same person, or if they're just a fan, or if they're just trolling, or all three.
Well, why not all three?
Can we find some friends for Immortal Golden? I hope so. Right, what's Immortal Golden saying? Oh, it's in the global chat. Alright, I'm not going to open up the global chat. I've not that much of a sucker for punishment.
You don't have any fate in the global chat?
Hmm?
Hmm?
I don't understand.
Well, Peter, in Denmark right now, the clock is 3:45. And you know what? In 45 minutes, the sun rises in Denmark.
In a few hours, the sun will rise.
Are you mocking me?
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series quote.
So you are mocking me.
Well, not specifically, but if you're sure if you want to take it that way. Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like if that was my voice for you, that would be pretty amazing. My name's Deedles.
Wow.
Surely we can find someone for Immortal Golden to hang out with, to call their best friend. There we go. Lipton. PewDiePie. Evidently the famous YouTuber. Alright. I think I might just get these two guys started as a 1v1 and let's see how it goes. You guys can of course come and join in whenever you please, but we shall return in just a few minutes' time.
The finals should be coming up soon.
Ah, well. There you have it, guys. We'll be back in with the finals shortly. So let's just slip in a sneaky battle royale. Hey Mango YouTube, nice to see you, nice to see you. Yes, it is coming up on pretty late times here in Europe, particularly for Daedalus, who, by all medical reasoning, should be dead.
Wait, why? Oh, we have a code, Confit.
We do?
Yep.
Well, forget this battle royale. Let's get to business. Hey Live, good to see you. I'm assuming by your name you might be a Japanese friendo. In which case, I don't know what time it is. What time is it in Japan?
Tokyo time. It is nearly 11 in the morning.
Ah, I think we're probably still in Konnichiwa territory. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
I'm talking to you.
Why not?
Well, for wrong reason. It's not morning where you are.
Well, I think that's a matter of perspective.
Coming up, the Raptors. The famous Canadian Raptors from prehistory. They've been sleeping under ice for all this time, and now they've come back to claw your face off and also steal your lunch money.
You know what, Confit? I would argue that it is actually morning for me right now. I'm in the AM.
I suppose so.
Yeah, so, like, it is the morning for me.
Live, though this game is on the Switch, though, it's in a little bit of a different version. It's not strictly speaking the same game, but it's very, very similar. This is on iOS, as Big Gorilla says. Let's see if that translates backwards and forwards. Oh, it does. Okay.
これは iOS 上です。
これは iOS 上です. Interesting. I actually don't know if that person is Japanese or not, but if you are live, then hopefully that translates. Google Translate is it sometimes sort of doesn't quite get, even if it translates the same backwards and forwards, which is my normal test, sometimes the meaning isn't what you intended it to be. MIT, thank you for your support for some OP Japanese. Google Translate is a good friend. I've got a Japanese for Dummies book. I should really spend some time with that. What's MIT saying?
Are you dumb enough to understand the book?
I don't know. It's a work in progress. MIT is saying also the civil war between the cheetahs. I have a feeling that didn't translate across terribly well. There we go. They are Japanese. I don't know if stream means the same thing in Japanese as it does in English. But if it does, then... How do you say it?
ストリームへようこそ。
Sorime yokoso. Can you give that a try, Jesper?
Nope.
Sorime yokoso.
Absolutely not.
I mean, that may be one of those situations. Maybe MIT can help me out there, where the concept of this being a stream may not be, the Japanese people may call it something completely different. In which case, that might not make any sense at all. But hey, I'm
well,
trying.
you could always use the word broadcast.
That's a good idea.
I think that's probably easier to translate.
Yes, I think you do need to be quite specific with Google Translate. So that is
放送へようこそ。
放送へようこそ. Would you like me to Google Translate anything for you, dearless, to our Japanese friend?
Nah, it's alright. I'm trying to figure out why we are missing a player.
Huh. Live has come back with making I think a piggy face and saying crackle crackle.
Nice.
Oh, I think I might actually have to get that one. Which is... that's good.
にゃーにゃー私は猫です。
Nya nya watashi wa neko desu. Which is meow meow, I'm a cat. I think I might have done that one before.
Congratulations on being a cat.
Thank you. If you want to be a frog, you just say garo garo.
Well, I don't really want to be a frog.
Really? But have you ever tried it?
Well, have you ever tried being a cat?
I have.
You have?
Just now.
I don't think this counts.
Discount cats? You take that back, sir.
God.
Ah, so Live has a Switch. Let's see, does that translate? Okay, no, that's alright. They're giving me a different translation on cat. Let's see.
スイッチゲーム機はとてもエキサイティングです。
Oh man. I'm not even going to begin to try and say that Switch is exciting in Japanese. It's too complicated. Anyway, to what we are here for. Konnichiwa, konbanwa. I don't even know what welcome is in Japanese, but what that is as well. To our grand best of 5 finals. Raptors in the blue, the Great Clan over in the red. This is what the teams have been fighting for all evening long. A chance at those $100, a chance to call themselves the very best of the tournament.
And Raptors, they've looked good in the lower bracket counterfeit. Great Clan, they look good in the upper bracket. So it is truly, I feel like we can say, the best of the best teams that we have here today. And as we're starting out here on the streets, we're definitely going to have one good matchup on our hands. Raptors and Great Clan both trying to get into this little castle that Great Clan they have built for themselves. But Raptors, they're having a hard time getting in there with the snipers being there to support all of the Great Clan members.
Frank doing a little bit of forward reconnaissance. Doesn't do too badly. Of course, Raptors, known for their lack of opposable thumbs, will always find it difficult to get into a fortress.
You know what? I think the biggest problem for a Raptor would be that their arms are short, like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, probably. So you really have to rely a lot on your legs when you're climbing up the castle walls. At least that's my guess.
Reese MC5 appreciates our dinosaur discussions. Ah, Live, nice play.
Well, isn't a raptor? A raptor could also be a bird, right?
Yes.
That's a bird of prey.
That's true. You think these might be... Well, I think raptors... Well, birds are evolved dinosaurs in the first place. So I think we can work either way around it. Let's check in with some of our big scorers. Virtually Vane stepping up with a massive 8-1 scoreline. Yeah, 18 in, 20 in for the Raptors as they start off this game particularly nicely.
Coming into the mid game right here, Raptors are taking control with a 9-kill lead. And as you mentioned, Virtually Vane, right now, make that 8-1. Perhaps about to be 8-2. 8-2 will be the number, but Raptors still up by 5 kills.
うまく遊んだ。
Umako Asonda. Nicely played from the Raptors side of things, so it's still looking pretty solid for the Great Clan. They do lose out that last fight. Issa stepping up for the Raptors squad as Virtually Vane has some very good numbers as well, both rocking 10-11 kills apiece. Great Clan somehow managing to keep up. Frank, the team leader of the Great Clan, I do believe, also with their top scoreline as we head to the halfway part of this first of a potential 5 games. The Raptors are looking pretty good.
You know what, Great Clan, they seem to thrive when they are playing a chaotic playstyle, and that is what Raptors are forcing upon them right now. But it also does feel like Raptors, they are just a step ahead of Great Clan, because Great Clan, they aren't exactly keeping up that well with the Raptors.
This this game is not COD, it is Modern Combat 5. It's delightful you found your way to the stream if you don't know what the game is. But we're more than happy to have you here. 3 minutes remaining, 3 kills separating the two. Let's see, Play Hard. We've seen them popping up in the kill feed more than a few times with an impressive 10-5 score. Great kind of cut the Raptors off from the bottom of the map. It looks like it's going to be purely in the streets that give this map their name. We'll see the final part of this game decided.
But now the Great Clan, they are just 4 kills ahead here of the Raptors. So, doing quite fine for themselves. But Raptors, they're far from out of this. But Great Clan, they're getting awfully close to 50 kills.
2 minutes remaining. That time will not be needed for the Great Clan. They are building themselves up a tidal wave to wash over these final few moments. And there we go. Frenzy picks up the kill for off-screen. Great Clan officially take the lead in the finals.
Congratulations to Great Clan. So that will be the first game decided here for Great Clan. And I think we have one hell of an interesting best of 5 on our hands. Streets going over to Great Clan, but Museum, Construction Site, and Conversion will be our next 4 destinations. And they all encourage heavy fighting. So if we see a game like this, then it could certainly swing into Raptors' favors.
Guys, we will of course be taking a short break while we get set up for that game. Raptors, a Great Clan. What a fight! And we will hope to get plenty more before we're done. Myself and Deedless will see you in just a few moments' time. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back soon. Ah, crap. Well, that's what I get for trying to do too many things at once. So guys, we're gonna come back and do a battle royale. I'm just gonna let Big Gorilla know that those teams will need to use a different key. Ahem. Nobody saw nothing. Aldo Vasquez, welcome.
So what?
Hmm?
Exactly, Jesper.
Are you having a conversation with yourself again?
I always have a conversation with myself.
So guys, we are waiting on an update about our grand final. Hopefully everything's going to be okay and we'll get back underway shortly. But if not, then we'll just try and keep the MC5 going for as long as we can. And if it ends up being a decision one way or the other, rather than the games being played, then we'll of course let you know as soon as we know. Hero Gaming Simon, thank you again for sticking around and helping out in the stream with answering people's questions. It's very much appreciated. Let's see. What's live talking about in Japanese? I'm having way too much fun with translating backwards and forwards. Let's see. They say it is ugly with the tournament. I'm not sure. Wait, what's the context of that? I don't know. Apologies for the delay.
Can you say that in Japanese?
Chien no owabi. Apparently.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm probably not getting that unrecognizably wrong, at least. I know there's a lot of nuance to how you say things in Japanese. I don't think it's quite as complex as Chinese, where you've got the whole 4 different ways of pronouncing any given word, so you've got a lot of ways of saying completely the wrong thing by accident. But I think there's still that to an extent. Hey, JEC Gaming. Good to see you, If you're from the stream, do throw up a "you a bot, bro." Hey, Liz, do you know what the forecast is for tomorrow? Is it still going to be just as hot?
I could only imagine, man. At least in Denmark, I think it's going to be hotter than today. It's 13 degrees right now, and I'll be waking up around. So since we're finishing the broadcast fairly late, I'll be waking up around 11. So tomorrow at 11, it should be 25 degrees.
Oof, man.
Yep.
What's the world coming to, man?
Well, it's hell on earth, purgatory, and all that kind of stuff. All that good fun.
Well, let's head to the South Village. Maybe we can take a dip in the sea to cool off.
See, I'm not keen on the whole going to the beach idea. See, my girlfriend, she loves going to the beach. I actually don't. I think it's very boring.
I think it depends. Like, it could be boring if you don't do anything particularly exciting there. But, like, you know, just if you get like a beach ball or a frisbee and stuff, it's pretty fun. Like, I mean, you could do those things in other places, but I think that.
Well, my partner just likes to be there so she can tan.
Oh yeah, okay. In that case, you kind of don't really need to be there at that point.
Yep.
I don't know if it's
So-
going to get implemented. This is a completely changed subject. But one of my biggest innovations for the Battle Royale mode, which I'm hoping will get put in, is the addition of a play again button.
Yeah. I know you've talked about that quite a lot.
Yeah, it's simple, but it just saves a person a lot of time. And also encourages binge gaming. Whoa. This mode, Blackout. I don't know how well this is going to translate. Let's send it back and forth. Oh, okay.
このゲームモードはバトルロイヤルです。
Oh, there you go. このゲームモードはバトル。
このゲームモードはバトルロイヤルです。
Battle Royale des. Yeah, literally, it's one of those Japanese phrases where it's not translated at all. It's just the name, but with des on the end. Oh, hello. We're getting shot up.
Are you getting shot at?
I don't know, honestly. Well, that was a pulley. Starting to lose the old grip on reality.
I've lost my grip on reality a long time ago, man.
Oh, I was quite proud of that.
Nice. Well, congratulations. Quite proud of that. Well, I'm Jesper.
Ah. Not Dad, huh?
Nah, not this time around.
Alright, so there's some people up there, and I quite like to shoot them in the face. If that's quite good.
Hey, that's not okay, man.
I think they might be inside. But there you go, now you can say Battle Royale in Japanese, which is just Battle Royale deaths. I think, did they just kill themselves?
They might have.
Ooh. Excellent, excellent. I think I'm getting a bit better at headshotting. Three kills so far, that's not too shabby. I feel like each of those kills were kind of at least somewhat earned kills. I think it's quite easy to get into a game where you just kind of kill a bunch of people because you walked up behind them and shot them in the back of the head, which is honestly the best way to kill people. I love that the chat is English, Japanese, and Spanish at the same time. It's brilliant.
That is a good mixture. Also, good morning to me. The sun is now up.
Good morning, good morning.
Hey, I thought it was a long time since you last watched Singing in the Rain.
Oh, is that from Singing in the Rain?
Yes, it is. That's literally one of the songs from Singing in the Rain.
How did none of those shots hit?
Well,
Well, that sucks. Ah. Yes, actually, I'm starting to remember Singing in the Rain a bit more, and I seem to remember it was actually a pretty enjoyable movie. It was like I seem to remember it's kind of like a stage show, sort of. In that it was kind of like, people do a lot of singing and dancing just as part of it.
Yep, that's very normal for old movies.
All right, let's see if we've got enough focus around.
Have you ever watched what's his name? The lead actor for Singing in the Rain, Gene Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever watched his other movie called something with Paris? An American in Paris.
I don't think so, no.
Well, I can definitely recommend it for you, man. It's really good.
Okay. Stuff I remember from Singing in the Rain is that like there was the main guy and his the main lady and like the friend who had like one sort of major song and possibly some pretty intense tap dancing.
Honestly, man, I love tap dancing. I wish it was still a thing. Honestly, when I saw La La Land a few years ago, I thought it was the best movie ever. I think it's the only movie I've ever given 10 out of 10 stars on IMDb.
I found it really boring. But, different strokes, different folks.
It's my favorite movie ever.
To be fair, there's a band called Postmodern Jukebox that tours around that will nearly always, well, I say nearly always, a lot of the time will have tap dancing as part of it. Because it's, it's kind of vintage style, and so that's...
Well, I think we also have a different taste in movies. After all, I'm a huge movie nerd. I'll be studying media studies soon at the university, and that's about movies, right? So I gave La La Land 10 out of 10. I've given the likes of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 9 out of 10. Have you seen Fantastic Mr. Fox or Lady Bird?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, I've given those 9 out of 10 as well.
Fantastic Mr. Fox is the Roald Dahl story, right?
Yes, by Wes Anderson.
I don't think I've seen the movie version of that, or I might have. But okay, fair enough. Like personally speaking, yeah, it definitely wasn't like. I think it's like I actually quite enjoy quite a few movies that how kind of like are sort of musically. For whatever reason, I just didn't find myself able to get into La La Land. Like I just didn't quite. Maybe I should go back and watch it again. Like, but I think it's because I had such high expectations, and then when I watched it, I was like, it was alright. But I feel like I think the sort of style of music they had in there didn't really work for me.
Yeah, well, I think you need to be able to appreciate. You need to be able to appreciate jazz in order to really like it.
I have to admit, I do like jazz, but I'm not particularly.
You don't really like swing jazz?
I don't even know. That's how little I know about jazz.
Do you like old movies in general?
Not because they're old movies, but there are some very good old movies. Hero
If you ever have a need to watch an old movie, It Happened One Night. It's a very good one, with Clark Gable.
Okay. Hero Gaming Simon, there's a long weekend coming up for you starting from the 4th of July. Well, that makes sense. What was it? It happened one night.
Yes.
It happened one night, Ultimate Werewolf.
No. You need to find a movie from 1934.
Okay.
It was directed by Frank Capra, one of the best movie directors ever. He also made Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and It's a Wonderful Life. Both amazing movies.
Those, yeah, I know It's a Wonderful Life is like a very influential movie.
Yeah.
I do need to get around and watch all of the kind of like the sort of the big influential films. But for now, we will be going to break, for we shall celebrate our own 4th of July Hero Gaming Simon once we get ESL back underway once again. For now though, stay tuned and we'll be back soon. friends, we return. And thank you for joining us for a little bit of free-for-all action. I'm going to jump back out onto the Battle Royale battlefield until, well, we die a couple of times, or we find ourselves that elusive turkey breakfast they've been crying out for all this time. Hope you'll come and join us on the Battle Royale.
Well, good luck finding a turkey breakfast, man.
Hey, welcome back. Well, welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, Natsu. And hello, Taylor. It's already night in my country. It's dinner time. I'm hungry and thinking about eating a donut and coffee. Well, I envy you, Nova Taylor, for your donut and coffee dinner. Sounds pretty good right now.
Wait, you spawned at the airport.
I did not spawn the airport. You take that back, sir.
You spawned at the airport.
You taking those words out of your mouth.
What's up with that?
Everybody spawns at the airport.
You don't. You hate the airport.
Well, this doesn't mean I have a choice in where I spawn, does it? That's it.
Of course it does.
Alright, we can beat 55 people, it's fine. Whew. Alright. Let's go to the Institute. Oh man, my iPad's really hot.
Hey, just like you, man.
You're damn right. Oh man, we've spawned into the place where we don't really have anything. We're gonna have to moida someone and take their stuff.
Why would you do something like that?
Well, for the stuff.
Not okay. Don't kill people for their stuff. You can trade like everyone else.
Pants.
Nope. I don't want your pants.
Oh, thank goodness. The only way I could possibly kill that person is with melee. And that's what happened. Alright, well, they didn't actually have very good stuff, but I guess if they'd had better stuff, we'd be dead. So. Potato, potato. Oh. Actually, we could go up another floor. This is probably quite a good place to be sniping down from. Actually, I think I've been killed by people up here before. Right, where is our prey? Hehehehe. Oh no! We were so busy firing at people, we actually ran out of bullets.
Are you winning yet?
I like to think so. I found the red 34, so I feel like a winner. Gosh, how are they not dead? Oh, nice. It's a goodly collection of stuff. Let's go moiderize some more people. And then run away. And then die. Well, I think we did alright. But turns out, I think we ended
You
up
got
in...
12 out of 59. That's not right, man. You need to get first, or else you suck.
Well, I ended up in the same situations before where you end up with, I think, being in a line against other people would, it's kind of, I don't know if it's a good or a bad idea, because I think I've ended up being accidentally killed or focused down by two people who should really be fighting each other, but because I'm hitting both of them, they're both kind of ignoring each other and both firing at me. Because I've just attracted a bit too much attention. Hey Ghostbox, welcome to the stream. We are just waiting on some news about our ongoing ESL competition, so stay tuned. If you have got an iOS device, you can come and join us for a Battle Royale game, which has been going moderately okay. I think the best we've done so far is top 3, which is not too shabby. Aha! We found you. Who did we find? A player whose name I can't even begin to pronounce. Well, I guess tag you're it.
Tag back. You are now it.
I see. Well, while we take shelter under this tree and contemplate our existence, this is a great time to break out some of those haikus. Let's see. So I did a bit of research on this, and the classic one is, of course, Basho. I've actually came across this before, but I think this is like one of the more well-known ones, which is the... Are you familiar with the frog haiku?
No.
It is an old silent pond. A frog jumps into the pond. Splash. Silence again.
I think you told me that one before.
Yes, it does sound quite familiar.
I'm pretty sure you have.
That's a good one.
It's a classic.
Right. So we're going to spawn at Harbour. After this, we'll open the stream up to you guys again. That was a bit weird. See, that was a really good example. We had two people who theoretically should be fighting each other, but because we shot the person who... they turned around and started fighting us, even though there was someone who was right in front of them, who was definitely going to kill them if they didn't, you know, do anything about it. I got some pretty new tier 3 armor as well.
Nice. Congratulations.
Still don't actually have a weapon, but we've done surprisingly well despite a lack of that. I suppose, to be fair, I think all the people we've been killing haven't had weapons either. Otherwise we would have a weapon. Hello. Actually, let's go and pick up that gun first. Alright, be very quiet.
Shh.
Ooh, where did they go? Wait, what? They just run right past us. Ah, there we go. That was better. So this time, waited a second to let them start fighting each other before opening up. And also didn't open up on the person who was turned away from me, even though theoretically that should be the right move, I think. Because they inevitably just always seem to just turn around. I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys have experience with that. Alright, well, we can get a drop here. I'm hoping that's something that will come through in the next update. It's slightly more interesting drops.
Well, I think again, just create more drops or drop zones, more beacons, and then just make them more powerful, so that there's an actual incentive to go for them.
Hmm.
Nice. You hit 2 bullets out of 35.
I just realized.
And now you fell down a hill. Nice.
That's some quality play-by-play there, thank you.
Running and gunning. Peter is hunting for money, but instead he will only get a compact for his head.
I knew it. I knew the second I messed up the controls and ended up looking at the sky that I was gonna get shot in the face.
And again, it's not within top 1, so you suck. Congratulations.
Alright, well, let's get you guys back on stream once again. I think I've embarrassed myself enough for now. ESL 1, 2, 3. Let's do it. Oh, I can't believe it's only 4 in the morning here in the UK and it's still really hot and humid. I just don't understand.
Well, how many degrees is it outside?
I have to check on the old Googles.
16 degrees. So I think it's actually hotter in Denmark right now.
Oh, it would make sense if the sun's up, yes.
Yeah, it's 14 degrees. So it's actually cold in Denmark.
Oh, yeah, it's 84% humidity here, so that might have something to do with it. I don't really know what that means in real terms.
It's 88% humidity in Denmark.
No. Aragon LP, is it bad you only just unlocked Verpar after strenuous hours upon hours of gameplay without unlocking Bounty Hunter? I don't know. Well, I know that Verpar isn't, to my understanding, legal in ESL competitions, so I haven't really had too much of an encounter with it, but I know that, at least for when it was a very good weapon. I think it got nerfed, but I have seen people using it. Oh, one of the players is telling me that a decision might have been reached, so we'll just confirm if that is or isn't the case. Thank you guys who have stuck around. Nova Taylor, and all you guys who are seeing the sun rise wherever you might happen to be. Because I think there are some people who perhaps are in roughly the same area as you are, Dealers, or maybe even further east.
Perhaps.
So, oh, that's right, some more haikus. So, this is what I really liked. It's a summer river being crossed. How pleasing, with sandals in my hands. I really like that one. Like, for me, that kind of really gets the whole sort of haiku idea across, where you kind of got some real kind of...
Okay, guys, an admin decision have been met. So Raptors will be winning the entire grand final.
Oh. Well, guys, I'm sorry that we weren't able to actually bring you those games, especially for you guys who have stuck around. We will be back tomorrow in just over 12 hours' time, assuming that we survive the night and don't end up becoming burritos. But yes, for any of you guys who were waiting for the final, we can only apologise for having to have things end this particular way. But from our side of things, and hopefully from you guys as well, you'll be able to get some good old rest and come back tomorrow full and refreshed and, you know, able to pick things back up again. If you haven't already, please do follow Modern Combat on whatever channel you might happen to be watching it on right now. You can find Deedless Casts on all of the social media platforms under Deedless Casts. And Counterfeit Cast, sorry. I'm the one with the S. Deedless Cast with no S.
No, it's Deedless Casts.
It is.
And you are Counterfeit Cast without an S.
Oh no. I'm getting it the wrong way around. How embarrassing. Either way around it, guys. You know, if you go looking for us, you'll find us, probably. Thanks again to Big Gorilla and Danny W for keeping everything nice and kosher behind the scenes. We appreciate all you guys for showing up and showing off. We'll see you all tomorrow.